Hold on, I gotta get the 170. What the heck is going on? Hold on. Should be showing up. Anyway, this looks like it's it. This should be part 177 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. Huh. Hold on, I need to make sure it's started up. There it is. Okay. Okay, so it's in now. So I think one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna start adding timestamps within the video itself. Not sure if there's a way to do it without like making it like if there's another way to do it besides just typing in chat, but I think for now I'll just type it in chat, and then if anyone wants to tell me how I can make actual timestamps within a live stream itself, then they can. I just think that would be good to do it now, so that like it makes it easier when I put into a video format, because then I can like more easily give timestamps. So, but for now I'm gonna put down the verse, so I need to go to uversion for that. You can also go to bible.com/verse-of-the-day. That's another name for uversion. So if you go to bible.com, that's basically another name for uversion. So Psalms 121:2 is the verse. So if anyone wants to do that. Oh yeah, and I also have some new games you can vote on besides the one I discussed in the last stream. So I guess I'll put down the new games. So maybe I can just copy and paste. And then add in commas. Here. Actually, I guess I can just do it like this. So this is voting for the Twitch live stream. Twitch Wednesday live stream. Stream vote. I think with all of these games, or at least most of them, I think these could be longer games. So these could potentially get multiple episodes, unlike with the last two streams. So that's pretty fun. If you want to know a little bit about it, I forget what Trove is. I think that's like a builder game, like a builder simulator, which I'm not always the best with, but I wouldn't mind trying it. Yeah, it's kind of like another brick game. Yeah, it's a brick sandbox game. So kind of like Minecraft, but a little different. I think I explained Pirates, Treasure Hunters, Tower of Fantasy. Those are more like massive online games. But I think Tower of Fantasy, like, you can opt to play by yourself if it's similar to Genshin. But the Pirates, I'm not sure if like you can play that by yourself or you need other people around you. I think usually like you're basically given the option, like in case you don't want to play it that way. Anyway, Pox Nora, not exactly sure what that is. I guess I could look at that. Pox Nora. Oh, I think that's like a city builder. Looks like it's like a city builder. And it might be like more like like fighting against other people's cities, so kind of like Clash of Clans in a way, if anyone knows about that game. Auto chess. Auto chess is pretty fun. It's like a different way to play chess. It can get kind of confusing though, like even more confusing than regular chess, but like it's also got like I think like other ways you can make a comeback. Like, so it's not all skill, but like there's a lot of skill involved. So hopefully I do okay with that one, but I did try a little bit, so I'll try to create a new save file because I don't really care much about deleting my old one if I need to do that. But anyway, those are the 5 games you can vote for. I decided to make it a few additional games. Yeah, so let's go into solo mode first before I do the news. So what I'll do is I'll say solo mode. I'll start around 6 minutes so I can have an even 6 minutes. Might be a little off when I make into a video, but probably won't be too off. So 6 minutes will be solo mode. And then actually maybe 7 minutes so I can like get it down. So this time I'll be doing Ghost Meets Girl. I would be doing yeah, and then this is the Mayakashi portion. There's a Mayakashi portion and a Shiranui portion. Once I click into this, you'll see. But I already did the Shiranui portion, so now I'm on to the Mayakashi portion. And I did discover that there is actually a zombie structure deck, so that would probably be worth getting when I actually go into the My Deck duels. But I'll save it for now. So anyway, I'll say 7 minutes. And then it's gonna be Scheming Creatures. Solo mode, Scheming Creatures. And then what I'll do is I'll say Mayakashi. Yeah, I'm excited about that Blue Eyes structure deck. I'm planning to do something special with that, but I want to keep it a surprise. But that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing the My Deck duels today for Tenyi is the next one. So there's the one timestamp. It's probably not as useful now, but like it's I'm just saving this to make it easier when I download it into a video, and then I can just easily copy into a description. Because otherwise I would have to like watch the actual video and like decide like when is it. It's so much easier if I just like skip to the end and like, oh yeah, that's where it is, so I can just copy and paste, or not exactly copy and paste, but like just copy down what I typed in here. Yeah, you're welcome. I also did some timestamps for the last 2 videos as well. Those were a little bit harder because I didn't think of doing it this time. But now that I have, like, this should make it a lot easier. I don't want to go too overboard with the timestamps like I think I did in the past, but so I'll just go with some basic timestamps. If anyone wants any more detailed timestamps, they can feel free to ask for that. Gotta make you a mod? What do you mean by that? I don't know. I guess I could pin the should I pin the, maybe I'll pin the vote that you can do. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know, a mod for your channel, like I don't you don't really need to do that if, but on the video, oh, you one of my videos, I helped you out with one of my videos. Well, you're welcome. Oh yeah, I try to help call a little bit of attention to your Theme Chronicle video. You asked me to I paste it to one of the comments like you wanted. Anyway, I get 5 orbs here, and here's some of the scenario cards that you get for this first one, or not get, but that show up. Tengu, Daki. Yeah, the Mayakashi is basically about bringing out the main one, which I think this is the main one, and then this just keeps special summoning itself out. So you just go into bigger and bigger synchros, end up having a bunch of them in the graveyard, and each one has an effect when a bigger level synchro dies. That's a Mayakashi. You just bring them out. So you can basically keep going into a loop and a loop and a loop with the synchros, which is pretty fun. Of course, it dies hard to like banish effects if your opponent has like a macrocosmos, which is kind of funny since Shiranuis love being banished. And then this one doesn't really want to be banished all too much. At least the main synchros in the Daki. Yeah, macrocosmos pretty much kills it, or even Dimensional Fisher, or if someone chains a Dimension Shifter when you're about to go into synchro. That's really bad. But they pretty much have to do it before you go into a synchro. And then you can just choose not to, but then like you're put in a pretty bad predicament even then. Scheming Creatures is what this scenario is called. Ah, the sins, the sins. At the bottom of a stagnant dark hole, curses echoed through the air. Ah, how sinful, how abominable. This is the spirit world, the realm of the dead, a place where negative energy in the world quietly stirs. Background's pretty nice too. In this world where all sorts of things such as the undead roam, the beasts of the night hold the greatest power. Among them, the ones that possess the most fearsome power were called the Mayakashi. An ordinary supernatural entity that is not as powerful as they are would not even be able to reach the real world. The spirit world is small and dark. The leader of the Mayakashi, Yoko, the graceful Mayakashi aiming to take over the vast world inhabited by humans, repeatedly invaded the real world. I guess I read that a little too fast. However, in the real world, even after a lapse of time, there were the Shiranui-style warriors that hunted the Mayakashi. Some prayed to the gods to exorcise the supernatural beings. Others cut them down with flaming swords. In the long fight, there were moments where it looked as if the Mayakashi had conquered the real world. Oh yeah, the Mayakashis are the enemies of the Shiranui, which makes sense. However, in the end, their plans were always stopped by the Shiranui-style warriors. Now it makes a lot more sense why the Mayakashi don't like being banished, yet they did not give up. The Mayakashi regathered their lost power and waited for the arrival of another opportunity patiently like a stalking tiger. Yeah, so basically the Mayakashi's weakness is the Shiranui's strength, the whole being banished thing. Although the Shiranui's... Actually, Shiranui's could most of them could probably be banished without having to go to the graveyard first. Though some of them want to stick in the graveyard for a little bit of time, because they can get special summon back through other Shiranuis while they're in the graveyard, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, and then they can also be banished by some of the Shiranui synchros. Here we go. Here's the practice for the Mayakashis. Oh yeah, and like always, for the first part here, I'll just do these three, and then I can do the gate stuff along with the goal scenario in the next part. And by the time I finish this, the product I want to have come out will have come out, the Blue Eyes structure deck, and I can go over that in more detail. Although I will look at the news for that, as long as the news for everything else that we need to go over. I did buy a few extra accessories though too. I'm trying not to go too overboard, but maybe getting a few accessories for some of the, to make it look a little nicer for when I use them in the My Deck duels. Anyway, here's a Prax. Here's my lone deck if anyone wants to take a look at that. Yeah, it's basically one of the standard pure Mayakashi decks. Basic, almost 3 of a lot of the cards, with having 1 of the not as needed cards. And of course, Daki is probably a pretty important card to have at 3 anyway, so I agree with that. And the deck description reads, Daki, the graceful Mayakashi, is the linchpin of this deck, resurrecting whenever a Mayakashi monster is special summoned from your extra deck. Use effects like that of Hajun, the winged Mayakashi, to place on the field, or send to the graveyard and summon for back-to-back synchro and link summons. Mayakashi synchro monsters unleash powerful effects when special summoned from your graveyard, so make good use of cards such as Mizuki. Oh yeah, that's right. Now instead of just ending on the biggest synchro, you could just end on the biggest link and do the chain that way, since the level 11 just needs a link being destroyed. So you just end on Yukiona. And it's actually pretty smart that like you only need 2 for each of these, because that makes the loop easier to set up. Because then Daki comes back and you'll definitely have another monster being either synchro or you end on the link. Technically there could also be a link 3 too. I think there might be a link 3, so you could technically also end on that, though I don't think this has an effect that allows it to come back. Only if a sync... No, that doesn't really have an effect to come back. So yeah, I guess it's better to maybe just end on this. Although technically you could end on the other link and still just bring him back, so that's fine. I think there is a link 3 for this deck. They're just not showing it here. And then here's another level 2, although Graceful is definitely the one you want to have, because this is the one that keeps coming back, and I believe this one doesn't. This one only comes back when something is destroyed by battle and opponent's card effect. So it's not as loopy as the Daki. Daki is incredibly loopy, so you probably don't even need any of the other tuners. Unless they like help bring out Daki, you basically want to focus on helping to bring out Daki. This one is a great one to have too, because this one just brings out another way to bring out Daki. And then this one can also help you get the loop by, once you have Daki, you can special summon this out. And it even works if it's in the graveyard, so that's pretty great. His army doesn't really help that much. But Mizuki can be another way of reviving the Daki, and then put out one more. Shiranui Solitaire. Oh yeah, this is also another way to bring out Daki straight from the deck. So Shiranui Solitaire is a pretty important card as well. So there's a little bit of Shiranuis within this deck, but it's mainly just the more important ones for bringing out Daki. Anyway, Gozuki. Yeah, Gozuki can just... I mean, I don't know if it's as good just straight up milling the Daki from the graveyard. But I guess if you have like another way of bringing out one of your synchros, Daki can still special summon herself out when a synchro or link is special summoned while she's in the graveyard. So I guess that is sort of good, but it's better if you just like bring it out straight from the deck onto the field, I would say. This one can help go into the level 7 right away, but really you want to start out with like the lowest level first and then try to move your way up from there, because then you'll have more in the graveyard, assuming there's not anything that's just straight up just banishing them. But for these duels there shouldn't be. And because then they all have graveyard effects where you can like bring one out after one dies and bring another. And then what you... Yeah. The nice thing is the loop won't be messed up. Because like, these all say like... It kind of like tells you what you're supposed to do based on like the whole like last effect. Like, this one says, oh wait, based on the first effect here, the first bullet point effect. So it basically tells you what you want to do. You want to go from level 3 to level 5 to level 7 to level 9. See, they basically tell you right there. And then this one you want to go from level 11 to Link. So it's so easy. Like, this is probably a pretty easy deck to navigate. And I guess because that ease, it's really easy for your opponent to know what to do to hinder this deck a little bit. But it's nice when it can get going and your opponent doesn't hinder it. Book of Life can be another way to bring out the Darky when it's in the graveyard. Or maybe one of your synchros. And the nice thing also is that like they're all being synchro summoned properly. So you can still bring them out with like cards like Book of Life or Monster Reborn. Also, their whole first special summon effect wouldn't even work, I believe, if you don't link or sync summon them properly. So you don't want to just send them from the X deck to the graveyard. That probably won't work. 1 for 1. Unfortunately, Darky is a level 2, not a level 1. That's pretty unfortunate because it would be nice if you could bring out Darky this way. Although it's okay because like this one, you just bring it out. So actually it's fine, because you just bring out, like, Wing Mayakashi if Darky's in the deck, and yeah, it's another way. So, this kind of makes it so that you have, like, 4 ways of trying to get out the Darky, while also happening to have a level 1 non-tune on the field. Mayakashi returns, see, and then you also have these as ways of being able to set up the loop. So you have quite a few ways of being able to get it. So it probably won't be too hard to set up. But it's a little... But like also a Call by the Grave could really hinder this deck too. So there's a lot of ways your opponent can mess with you. Which I think is one of the main reasons why people don't really play this deck all too much. It's just really easy to shut the deck down. Burial is a way to... Burial could also be pretty nice since you're definitely going to be banishing stuff yourself. I don't think many people use it because they're thinking like, that's probably not going to happen. But actually, Burial could be a pretty good option. And then it can help get back monsters that have been banished by your opponent's effects as well. And it's up to 3, so even if you have less, that's fine too. And maybe if for whatever reason you want to return your opponent's monsters to the graveyard, that can also work. Back to the front, Mayakashi Metamorphosis. Yeah, just more ways of special summoning. Ooh, this one can special one that's banished too. And then Mayhem. Huh, so... You can only activate the effect of Mayakashi Mayhem once per chain. So I think you can basically pretty easily just activate all of these effects. You just need to go into 4 synchros. Which, if you think about it that way, it's pretty good. The only downside is that it's a trap. But like, if you can get it like all 4 in a turn, that's not bad. Of course, a ball, and then here's the synchros. And main thing is just being special summon and then having special summon when a synchro that's 2 levels high is destroyed, and then they also have effects when they are special summoned back. Some of them have destruction effects, some of them have mill effects, which is still pretty good for a zombie deck, especially when you're playing like Mizuki and Gozuki, which have graveyard effects. This one, yeah, and then some of that, yeah, destruction effects right there. This one has unaffected by stuff. Dampier for stealing monsters. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if there's a way for you to steal monsters from the opponent, but I don't know how you bring him out. I don't know how you're supposed to bring him out. Oh, I guess yeah, you can steal monsters with some of the other vampires. So, but I still don't know, like, where the other level 6 is coming from. I guess if you happen to steal level 6 from the opponent's graveyard. I guess both level 6 have to be coming from the opponent. And in that case, it doesn't matter what their levels are. Because you don't have any... I mean, I get... Yeah, because not even any of your synchros are level 6. That's... And then Sucker... Yeah, and then Summon... This one doesn't steal monsters, but it can get you draws. This, unfortunately, will only get you one draw a turn no matter what. Because otherwise it can go pretty crazy with the Mayakashi's ability to just special summon from the graveyard. Still not a bad card since you're pretty much guaranteed to have that special summon from the graveyard effect activating pretty much every turn with all of the special summoning from the graveyard. And I think this can even happen during the opponent's turn too, so you hopefully getting it every cycle would be nice. And then Yukiona. Not sure how often you're gonna get the cannot be targeted by attacks because you have a synchro, but I guess its main purpose is so that you have a way of special summoning this out. So you have another monster to add to the mix of looping special summon from the graveyard. And then that Fascinator can steal monsters. This is a way to steal monsters. Basically, unless you also have Monster Reborn, you're basically going to have to wait a few turns in order to have any hopes of bringing out Damper. Since you're relying completely on having your opponent's monsters in order to do it. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could always change Unizami's level to 6. I didn't even think about that, but... Not like it's that important anyway. You're mainly focused on the Mayakashi stuff, I would say. Anyway. There's the deck right there. Luckily, I don't have to, like, talk about it again when going through the duel because it's going to be the exact same. But that hopefully gives you a little bit more insight on the deck besides, like, what you get from the practice as well. Okay, so here's the practice. What makes a Mayakashi deck unique? There are monsters that unleash a myriad of effects by utilizing special summoning from the graveyard. Daki, the graceful Mayakashi, is a tuner monster that can be special summoned from your graveyard if a Mayakashi monster is special summoned from the X deck. By taking advantage of its effect, you can aim for a high-level sync summon triggered by a single synchro summon. In addition, Yoko, the graceful Mayakashi, has an effect that allows the player to select one monster on the opponent's field to destroy when special summoned from the graveyard, making a powerful countermeasure against the opponent. I'm guessing I'm going to be drawing the Daki. Yep. Oh wait, no, it's the level 1 guy. Use the effect of Mayakashi monsters to your advantage to win the duel in this turn. First, normal summon Hajun, the winged Mayakashi, to activate its effect, then special summon Daki, the graceful Mayakashi, from your deck. Yeah, I'm thinking you almost don't really need this card, since this is just a bad level 2 Mayakashi tuner anyway. With this, you're ready to sync summon. Sync summon Oboro Garuma, the wheeled Mayakashi. Yep, I'm starting the loop now. They're both the same. Yeah, see, it also starts out low attack, but it gets bigger as I go forward. You have successfully sync summoned a Boro, Garuma, the Wheel Mayakashi. Daki, the graceful Mayakashi, has an effect that can special summon itself from the graveyard when a Mayakashi monster special summon from the extra deck. Activate that effect. Yep. Daki can be activated any number of times during a single turn. Use this effect to repeatedly sync summon. Yeah, see, that's the whole point of this deck. Activate the effect of Daki. Yep, I'm doing again. It's just gonna keep telling me to activate it. Go into the highest sync some monsters and then ending on the link. I guess the only thing is, like, you could do the link, but you don't want to do it until the very end. So you could a little more easily mess up the loop by just going into a link early, which you don't want to do. Because once you go into a link, that no longer gives you another level for sync summoning. So as long as you remember to not go into a link until the very end, you should be good. I guess you could also opt to say no, and then that ends the loop. Wait, what? Why am I not I'm not going for the level 11? Wow. Okay. Thought I'd be going all the way, but I guess not. Attack your opponent directly with Daki. Usually you would want to go all the way, though. But I guess that is true. Like, sometimes you don't want to go all the way because I think the Link monster doesn't have very high attack. So if you can get game through attacking that turn, you might not want to go all the way. I guess that's also another lesson. I was thinking, like, it's probably a good idea to always go all the way, but that might not always be true. But I don't think there's anything wrong with going all the way to the level 11 sync, at least. Yeah, see, that's not very high attack, so if you're trying to go for a game that turn, it might be better to just stop here. Yeah, because this still has higher attack. Though I guess maybe you stop a little earlier too. Like, another reason you might want to stop a little earlier is because if you don't need a whole bunch of attack to get game, and you don't want to run into a Nabil. In that case, this is you could just stop right here if all you really need is a 2,000 attack monster and a 1,000 attack monster, and then that way your opponent can't just punish you with a Nabil. That's another way that this deck can be shut down with Nabil. There's so many ways. Also, Ghost Belt too. Quite a few ways. Even like wait. I don't think Ghost Ogre really. Maybe like Ghost Ogre on the Hajun would stop it. Of course, Ash Blossom on Hajun could stop it too. If you didn't have another way of bringing out the Daki. So there's a few ways. There's quite a few ways. But it is fun. It's definitely fun. It kind of reminds me of the Six Samurai, although it's a little less loopy than the Six Samurai. But I just like those loop style decks. Yeah, a little less loopy. Since you basically have to stop at the link. And then you might as well just special summon one more time after you bring out the link. Just to have another monster. This says string together special summons of Synchro and Link monsters with Daki, the graceful Mayakashi, for that extra oomph. Mayakashi Synchro monsters sent to your graveyard can be special summoned from the graveyard when other Synchro monsters you control are destroyed by battle and an opponent's card effect. They will unleash powerful effects, so go nuts. And by special summoning them from the graveyard with effects like that back to the front, you can activate their effects before your opponent knows what hits them. Let's see. Any other... Yeah, I think I pretty much read out the comments. No new comments for for underneath the description though, in the underneath the description place. But that's fine. You can always feel free if you want to go back to one of the earlier verses and still make a verse discussion with one of those, and I'd still be fine with that. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, a little attack decrease too, so that's... Yeah, see, there's also stuff like this where you might not even get the necessary cards for bringing it out. But, I mean, I still have Book of Life. And I think the level 1 guy can also bring out from the graveyard, maybe? Hopefully it's not just from the deck. I already drew 2, which isn't really ideal. I'll just set 1. If needed, I can always just special summon 1 and then normal summon the other, and I still go into Link that way. Although I won't be able to do the synchro loop. That's probably still the best way to do it, though. Anyway, if those who come here and enjoy my content, if you like, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And after you subscribe, you can also ring the notification bell, either to be notified of all my videos or just a select few if there's specific ones that you enjoy more. Also, I would say subscribing can really help me out. But also, like, if you're on Twitch and you like to check out my channel, you can also check out my channel, and if you like that, you can follow me there. I also put when I do the stream, so you'll see when my next stream is, which it'll be Wednesday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. And if you don't know what it is, if you look at my stream and look at my schedule, I think it is, it'll tell you what time it is for you. So yeah, that's pretty nice that they do that. So, send this card and 1 Mayakashi monster you control to the graveyard. The only unfortunate thing about this card is if my opponent doesn't actually have a monster. It's weird that my opponent didn't do the Mayakashi. Maybe they didn't have, like... Did they not have any Mayakashis in deck to... Oh wait, my opponent special summoned this out? That's not really... Really should have done the Daki. I don't know why. But whatever. I guess I'm pretty much gonna have to do this for the draw. I really should have attacked first. Whatever. It's fine. End. Yeah, I can only use 1 of the following effects that turn, which is why I wasn't able to do the banishing. Okay, is my opponent even gonna go into... Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I did get a new controller. Well, not... I got a used controller from some people, which was pretty nice. So, now I have, Oh, here's a level 3. I can just do this. So this will still start the loop as well. Yeah, so I got it for a pretty nice price, only $20, and it seems to be working pretty well. I'm just testing on my stream. And it's not like putting up that annoying error where it says, oh, it's not an official PlayStation controller. I'm not sure if I did something wrong, or if it's just saying that, but in any case... Kind of wish the other controller wouldn't be saying that, since that one actually got new. I should have gotten new. And the nice thing is, if you have more than one of these, you can just activate both. So that's kind of another nice thing. Oh, but I guess only one gets best summon. Only one gets best summon though, okay. Never mind. I wonder why only one gets best summon. So I might as well just do this again. I don't get why only one of these gets best summon. Shouldn't both of them? Since... Oh, because you can only control one Docky. See that? Okay, so... Would that have been a big deal? I don't know, but either way. Yeah, the whole point of being able to only control one of Sun Mayakashi also kind of makes it a little bit hard to continue, just continue the loop to eternity. It's still nice they can do the loop a little bit. So now, does the Link have anything that allows me to destroy another one? I don't think so. So I guess I might as well just end here, and then after the battle phase I can go for the Link. Oh, and then I'll be able to actually... man, I kind of special something a little late, though. Actually, this one allows me to special summon a Mayakashi. Ooh, that will allow me to special summon the other Synchro. Oh, and then this also triggers the special summon effect. That's not bad. So this is another way you can trigger the special summon effect. I should almost do the Tengu to get rid of the spell of trap in case that's something. Yeah, that seems good. So, I mean, I feel like I might as well banish the other Docky. And this one, yeah, this one destroys the spell of trap. So now I can destroy that. I mean, that was pretty good. Now they can't, like, just activate that and special summon something. Well, I could technically bring out another Yoko if I really want, but I don't think I need to. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Would that be gaming if I did that? What is this right now? 400, 1100. I don't think it's close to game. Honestly, though, no, I don't think there's a way I can destroy another monster. Because if I could do Book of Life as well. That's unfortunate. Destroying a monster would have probably helped me get game even better. But I don't know if that would have been game either way. Well, actually, this is kind of a good combo too. Like, if they have a monster in the graveyard, I can banish it with Book, and then I can return it with Burial, and then I can banish it again with Book, and bring back another one of my zombies. That would have probably been game. But I wanted to destroy the spell of trap, which probably wouldn't have mattered much anyway. Oh yeah, bring back. There's also Leia. Okay, but I can just destroy it with Yoko. First, I'm gonna go ahead and use the level. Actually, I should probably use the level 11 guy. And then special summons again. And now I can just do Book of Life. I'll bring back Yoko. so that I can destroy a monster. Banishing probably the Hajun. And then Yoka will allow me to destroy the monster my opponent has. Are there special summon effects hard ones per turn as well? No, I guess not. Oh wait, yes, because right there. You can only use each. So they both can be used in the same turn, which is important, but or I can just bring another one of these out, might as well. Nice. Now I can just special summon this out. I mean, I might as well just bring out another Yoko. Bring this out again. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna end it there now. And another downside is that once I do the whole special summoning out of the graveyard effect, I'm locked into Mayakashis only. But at least a lot of the Mayakashis are pretty generic, like only acquiring any tuner, non-tuner. This one is a little less generic though, because it actually does require 2 Mayakashis. So here's the searcher. Sending it to a graveyard though? Okay. Oh yeah, for that one. Ooh, but now... Oh, this only puts them back in the graveyard. Okay. Well, I guess I can't really stop my opponent from doing the loop. Yeah, the whole negating thing doesn't even matter because, like, it's gonna still be able to activate from the graveyard. Either way. Yeah, and the nice thing about that place where I got the video game controller is that it's pretty close to me, so I can go back to them if I need to, like, do any returns or like maybe get some other used controllers if they happen to have those. Because a lot of the times when you're getting used controllers, you're getting them from like garage sales and stuff. It's not very easy to return them, so I don't like getting controllers if I use controllers if I can't return them. No, that's the downside. I should have put that in defense. That doesn't do anything though. Dang it. I forgot about my opponent just being able to do that. Oh well, I'll just try again. Oh, I got 2 legacy tickets for this. Okay, that's nice. I figured that that this game would come out with a Blue Eyes structure deck at some point. Like, not sure if they had like a lesser powerful Blue Eyes structure deck, but now this one's definitely gonna be more complete. It makes sense though, because like it's part of the anime, and Konami wants people to be playing decks that are part of the anime as well. Which means that like a Joey deck is gonna eventually be on its way too, I predict. Just don't know when that's gonna happen. I checked to make sure, but there is nothing for Red Eyes just yet. Okay, so this one can also allow me to special summon zombie from the hand. Unfortunately, it's only from the hand, but what I can do here, since I have the Monster Reborn, is I can just send this. So I'll just go ahead and do the Monster Reborn now. Fortunately, I have to give it up. That's okay. Dockies. Yeah, definitely Docky. Now I go into the loop. Fortunately, this time I don't really have to worry about if my opponent attacks Docky. I just straight up lose, since I have more life points now. Yeah, see, I have the option of going into level 9, but I don't want to go into a level 9. I want to go into the level 5 first. Now I can go into level 7. So even if you have the option of going into a bigger level, this is one of the decks where you still want to go into lower levels first, so you can have as much of the loop as possible for when stuff starts getting destroyed. Unfortunately, it can only be destroyed by opponent stuff, and also it has to be destroyed, and there's a lot of ways to be able to take monsters out of the field without destroying them, which I think is another reason why people don't really like the Mayakashis as much, because of that. I think it might be better in Duel Links though, because I think there's still a lot of ways of being able to destroy. But even in Duel Links, I'm looking at the cards, and like they're getting like stuff like Nightmare Unicorn now, which doesn't destroy, it just shuffles him back into deck, which won't trigger them in the graveyard. So before I go into a link, I better attack first. Here we go. I think I'm just gonna try it. Okay, I'm doing less damage, but I could have done more, so I had to do it. I had to see. It's fine though. Now I can just do the Yukiona, and I'm just gonna save the Book of Life for later. I might as well, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a fence. See, this is. Oh yeah, that's another good reason why it's nice that there's like the level 11 now, because like now when you can battle with those first, and then yeah, you pretty much always want to do the attacking before you go into a link, and then once you go into a link, you can now put this in a fence since you already attacked, which is what I should have done the last time, but I wasn't thinking. But yeah, that's another reason why the link is nice. Because before you might have just had to keep her in attack and just end up taking more damage. Once per turn, you can special summon one zombie. So this is basically like that Hall of the Fallen, or whatever the card is, but for zombies. The other one is for fairies. Fortunately, they don't have one for every type. That would be kind of cool. So now I can special summon one zombie. I think I might as well. Banish. Probably this one. Special summon. I think the Mizuki, actually. Cool. Okay, and then there's the Solitaire. Gozuki. Honestly, at this point, I could probably destroy one of these. That's only if it's sent to the graveyard for a sync summon. Why is my opponent just not sync summoning? They had the Hajun again, and they just opted to try to go for stuff that wouldn't allow them to sync summon. Man. So I better go for the one that destroys monsters. There we go. Banish that. Destroy the one in defense since they can't take damage from that. Here we go. I don't know if I'm gonna do this solitaire. Definitely attribute the solid. Yeah, and then I can do the Unu Zombie. I mean, I can activate both anyway. So, guess I'll change the level of this guy. Oh yeah, and what's nice is that this can be just sent to the graveyard through anyway. So now I'll banish the Solitaire. Unfortunately, I can't activate its banish effect. Now I can just mill a card. And then I'll go ahead and mill, yeah, Mizuki. Also, it's nice that Mizuki isn't even a once per turn. So if I have more than one, I can just keep banishing them and special them more. Oh, also, I didn't even think about this, but yeah, Mizuki is also pretty nice of a card in this deck anyway, because like these can just be special from the graveyard through any means. So having cards that special and stuff from the graveyard is also pretty nice in a deck like this. So yeah, not bad. Although of course you can only get each of the synchronous effects once. Though I guess I might as well do this one just to get rid of the equipped spell. Be able to do a little bit more damage. Okay, well I can do a little bit more damage. Is this game? I think this is game. I might as well just go for it. Okay, now I can do this. It should be game, hopefully. I really hope it is game. Okay, good, it is game. Cool. So there we go, that's game. So I got through the solo mode, so that's good. So I think I'm gonna wait until it says an hour, and then I can go to the news. I'll put it in though, just so it's like a little more even. So I got legacy pack tickets, nice. So I'm gonna say an hour is news. Nah, I'll say Mastel news, just to be a little more clear. So wait a minute. Yeah, and then of course I can unlock the gate here. I might as well, just so I have it unlocked for the next time. I'll just go to it. Yeah, there's some exciting news this time too. Yeah, I guess I'll show off the missions here. So yeah, there's a few cool missions. Oh yeah, I had this solo mode mission. I might have to do a few more missions though, in order to be in a place where it doesn't overflow tomorrow. But I can always get it done pretty easily. Oh yeah, I have to do the Duel live too, but first I'll do the news. So I'll just say, here we go, close enough to an hour. Okay, so there's the next timestamp. It might still be fairly useful for the live here, but I know it's going to be a lot more useful when I make it into a video. So it's mostly for my benefit, I would say. Oh yeah, first piece of news: actions against cheating. Yeah, that's nice. Like, I don't know how many people really cheat, and it's probably not like super easy to cheat, but like, yeah, there's like bots and stuff you can still use. Like, when it's automated though, it's not super easy. You kind of have to get creative. Noted. Okay, new selection packs. There's actually going to be 2 pretty quick here this time, which is pretty cool. So, Snake Eyes. Wow. Wow, and then the Diabell Star. These are fairly new archetypes here. Oh, and then is there a new secret pack or something? Oh, or they're just a bunch of good reprints. I think these are just a bunch of good reprints. Well, this is nice because the Dingirsu I've been kind of wanting to get. Because I know Dingirsu can be pretty good occasionally. So I might do this depending on how many good cards are on here that I don't have. But I also know I have to like save my gems for like structure decks in case I end up wanting to buy them. So I might not buy any of these either way. Oh yeah, and also for anyone who wants to pick up the 2 packs that are going away here, make sure that you can grab them before February 6th, basically. Yeah, and then that's when, so when these are leaving, this is when these are coming. And then they're doing a big maintenance, so once you see the maintenance, then you'll know, like, they're getting ready for the packs and some other accessories. Sinful. Oh yeah, see, like, this is a pretty good deck too. Like, Snake Eyes, pretty good deck. It works pretty well with Fire Kings. I probably won't be playing it because it doesn't really work too well with the whole Sprite engine or Frog engine. But it's cool that you have another way of being able to play it until they go down in price in TCG, which I think is another good reason to play Mastel, for proxying decks that are a little too expensive. Although you could also proxy, but I know not everyone likes proxying. So this is next best thing. So some pretty cool cards coming out. And then this I'm really excited about. Blue Eyes Max Structure Deck. Should be quite a few good Blue Eyes cards in this. Quite a few expensive cards too. Like, Blue Eyes is like a pretty expensive deck. So having a structure deck for it is pretty nice. I know Dark Magician is probably fairly expensive too, so I'm not sure if like this is more expensive than Dark Magician, but I just know like Blue Eyes is a pretty expensive deck for how bad it kind of is. Like, so it kind of just feels bad crafting it when you could be crafting a much better deck. Yeah. Anyway, it's cool that they're having a structure deck to make it a lot cheaper. I mean, you may still have to craft a few URs and SRs. But the majority of the cards are going to be in this structure deck. And it's probably still going to be, just like the Dark Magician, it's probably still going to be one of the... I mean, the Ninja structure deck, you don't really need to craft a ton of extra cards for. I don't think I had to really craft any, like, extra cards. You still pretty much have to always craft the Max C and the Ash Blossom, though, but... besides those. So Ninja might actually be one of the best value structure decks out there, because it also happens to be pretty good in the ranked duels. But I'm definitely excited for this because like I kind of just want to like try to find ways to show this off, because I know one of my friends really likes these decks, and in case, like, for when he watches these, it'll be good. Anyway, Chaos Max Dragon, like these are the main three, but of course there's gonna be other good cards in the structure deck. And there might even be a few cards that can't be crafted any other way, so. Just like with the ninja deck, so you pretty much have to pick up like the structure decks anyway, but they're a good value either way, so I'm totally fine if it's gonna be like that. I guess the only way it could stink is if you need to pick up the structure decks for the cards that can't be crafted any other way, that can't be gone any other way, and you already happen to have the deck. Kind of wish they would like allow you to just like be able to disenchant the cards that have made their way into a structure deck at full value, but I mean that would probably be way too much for Konami. Would be nice though. Anyway, so there's that structure deck, and then a few more accessories. Like this one's pretty cool. New wallpaper. Wallpaper is always pretty nice because they show up real big on the main screen. Not as big, I think, when you are going against players, but I just like looking at new visuals on the main screen. So it's nice for me, but maybe for others, like, don't really care too much about it. Like maybe like sleeves more because like for those who want to show other people cool things, but I'm more about like not really thinking about that too much. Although it is nice going into duels and like always seeing your nice sleeves and nice mates and stuff. But I don't really do duels all that much, so like that's probably another thing that kind of makes me a little more biased when it comes to this kind of stuff. Anyway, it's called Mama Maki. It's based off of a card of the same name. Children trying to perform. I'm pretty sure there's a card that with this name. Bean throwing. So that's what that is. So I'll just call it bean throwing. So it's basically the bean throwing wallpaper. At the turn of the season, to ward off bad luck, they were supposed to throw the beans, but ate them instead. The unfortunate man who lost his role could only stand in disbelief. I hope they didn't accidentally eat any of the Nachoya beans or the jelly beans, man. It must really suck being a food item in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, what if someone accidentally wants to eat you? Legend of Duelist. Celebration login bonus. Oh yeah, there's like, yeah, I've been getting a few of those missions. I can kind of show off all the awards they can get. But for now, I'll go through the rest of the news here. So, the Bond of the Duelist event is now underway. So, I've been complaining this a little bit just to, I think you need to win ranked duels to get a chain here. So, duel with a duelist that possesses a friendship chain of friendship. 2 ways to obtain friendship chains. Visit Tokyo Dome in person and scan the posted 2D barcode to launch the app. What? You can only obtain 1 type of chain per duel. I've been pretty much getting a chain every time I dueled someone though, so maybe I've just been getting lucky, but I've been getting a different color chain every time I did ranked duels and won a ranked duel. So you can obtain friendship by dueling while in possession of a friendship chain. Rewards will also be earned immediately after you obtain friendship. So I think it's kind of confusing. They kind of worded it a little confusing, but I think basically, just keep doing ranked duels, and I think you'll be able to pretty much get all these rewards eventually. I'm not sure if like, just doing like duel rooms or casual duels will trigger it, but I know ranked duels triggers it because I've had it trigger a few times. So they've worded it a little confusing, but I think that's basically the thing you want to do. Just keep playing ranked. Maybe just keep winning ranked. Just use your strongest deck there. And then eventually you'll get all of these different awards. Pretty sure. So, and then here's a little bit of a look for each. The Bond of the Duelist, a title given to passionate duelists who find answers in duels. All duels are collected through star-crossed duels. The Legend of Duelist Quarter Century, an icon with the logo of a legendary celebration. After 25 years, joined together once again, duelists. So now even Master Duel is starting to get into the 25th anniversary stuff. Quarter Century Frame, a frame to commemorate the legendary celebration. After 25 years, joined together once again, duelists. A deck, Magicians of Bond and Unity, that's pretty cool. What is it showing? What is it supposed to be showing? Not exactly sure, like, the two monsters it's supposed to be showing on there. But anyway, a deck box depicting magicians to commemorate Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game 25th Anniversary. Recommended for a deck that represents a vast history in Bond's duels. If anyone knows exactly what the two monsters are supposed to be on the deck box, you can either feel free to say it in the comments or in the chat here. And that also, like, can tell me, like, who's... Oh, wait, here it is. So this is better. Look at it. Oh, you get a royal finish. That's nice. After you've complete all the friendships. That's really nice. So I wonder if these are actually supposed to be based off of, like, other monsters, or if these are, like, unique monsters. Magicians of Bonds and Unity. Cannot be normal summoner set. Must be specified from your hand by having 25 or more cards in your graveyard. While your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard, this card gains 2500 attack and defense. Oh wow, you can just straight up special summon it. This could work pretty well with, like, decks that, like, mill a lot. But of course, like, any real deck that mills is probably not going to run this card. Because it's kind of like just a 25-25 vanilla, unless your opponent also happens to have a lot of cards. But probably one of the best ways to make this work, if you really want to try to make it work, which, not too hard, if you're, like, running a deck that can mill both you and your opponent, like, which, Telements, I think, can do that pretty well still. This could be a pretty fun card to try to make work, though. 5,000. Even when it reaches 5,000 attack and defense, though, I'm not sure if it's worth it enough. They definitely, but like, I get why they're doing it, because it's the 25th anniversary, so a bunch of 25s. They could have done 25 attack and defense. But Konami doesn't really like... They wanted it to be like a nice, even number, so I get it. It's kind of weird that once it gains the additional 2500 attack and defense, it's no longer 25. Now it's 5,000, which doesn't really work as well for the 25th anniversary, but it still works pretty well for the 50th anniversary. if Yu-Gi-Oh! Can even reach there, which would be cool. I'm not sure how many. I think I'm not sure what the other game's anniversary's on, but that's pretty cool that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been able to reach the 25th anniversary. I think Pokemon passed its 30th anniversary a while back. I have a calendar of, I think I still have a post of something. Maybe it was like 30th. I think it might be 30th. Past the 30th. For Pokemon. At least for, I think that also goes for the card game. I'm not sure if that goes for both the card game and the video games, or maybe just the video games, but... Anyway, of course, new ranked duel seasons as always. Yeah, there was this. I wasn't able to actually show off this one. You get the pack. I don't think I end up getting anything too good from the pack here. I forget what I got exactly. It's been a while. Oh yeah, and then I opened the Venisilf. I think I opened... Did I? Actually, I'm not sure if I did or not. Hold on, I'll see. Other announcements? Yeah, of course, as always, any cards appearing in the Seek Pack will also be included in Master Pack. That makes sense. So this is doing G-Golem and Venisilf, so that's the two big archetypes in here. Oh, replace the cards including the pack. Like, I think they like do pack updates if that happens. Not sure how often that's gonna happen though, but oh yeah, I did accidentally. I don't think I showed this on camera. No, this was the last time. I don't think I got much good. Oh, did I get, was it the Beast King Barbarossa I got? I think it was the Beast King Barbarossa I got from this pack, from my free pack. Not that it's like the greatest card ever. But yeah, Venisilf's not too bad, and they do work with quite a few decks, like, especially like Earth decks. Pretty much you're running an Earth deck. Like, it works very well with the Runic deck. So you could play Runic Venisilf. Or, I mean, not Runic Snaketoria. It works pretty well with Snaketoria. I'm not sure if like, Runic Snaketoria is still very good, since a lot of stuff have been hit. But yeah, it can still work pretty well with Snaketoria even without the Runic engine. Snaketoria, I think, is still a pretty good deck even without the Runic engine. Oh yeah, and then some wind icon frames, so now they've had a lot of the other attributes, now they're doing wind. I think I read these. Yeah, I think I read these too. Oh yeah, and then Effect Veiler set. I think I looked at these, I guess I never went into the actual news for them though yet. There's the new gate that I started playing, yeah, about the Mayakashi. There was once a group of yokai who so detested the sun's light that they planned to extinguish it and thereby gain control of the human world. To this end, they amassed fearsome levels of mystical power. Yeah. Yeah, and then it's saying like group together in case you don't know how to actually get there. Yeah, sometimes it's a little confusing because like you actually need to click on it and then it'll show you the other one. That's why I got a little confused with one of them, but sometimes that's why I need to read the news so you can understand how they're doing it, because it's not always like super obvious. Gunkin Suship. And then Dabalunt. So a few issues here. So this is about insects or plants. This one's for the Suships. Okay. So luckily I don't think those are like too big a meta decks, but it's still good that they fix them a little bit. Oh yeah, and then the and now in the missions, I'll just group this in with the news. So here's some of the I already got a few hundred gems from this, so it's nice that you're getting like quite a bit of gems. Looks like it's only 5. Yeah, it's only 5 here. So you get an icon with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game 25th Anniversary logo, 25 years of burning duelist passion, and then 100 gems. So you're getting 400 gems in total and an icon, which takes the place of 100 gems. So, depending on how you feel about that. I think icons are around 100 gems anyway, though. So it's basically like they're forcing you to buy an icon, if you think about it that way. It could have made it like 6 days of logins, and then it would be an even 500 gems, but whatever. That would have been and then if they would have done 500 gems, that would have been enough for one copy of a structure deck. But now this is almost the cost of a structure deck, but not quite. Anyway, dailies. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I really need to timestamp me playing the deck in the ranked mode just to get the missions completed, unless someone really wants me to. If someone else wants to timestamp this portion, they can say about an hour and 21 minutes when I start doing the mission grind. But I don't think it's a big deal. But I will probably timestamp the outro, which includes the packs and stuff. Maybe. I'll think about it, but for now I just need to get the mission done. Oh yeah, and then you might even see me get the friendship chain complete a little bit more. Yeah, they made it a little confusing, but I think that's like, don't kind of go out of your way to try to get it. Like, just keep beating people in ranked, and eventually, hopefully, you get it. Oh yeah, and I think like if you do triangle, you'll be able to see a better look at how complete it is. Yeah. So I already got the first reward without even really trying. Wow, that's a lot of friendship duels. Yeah, so I got the first reward without even really trying. So yeah, basically I would say just keep doing ranked until you eventually get there. Maybe even trying to win. I'm not sure if it counts if you lose. And then there's the complete. It shouldn't be too hard to complete it though. I think it's completed whenever like all of the different areas are across. So I think it looks like I'm 1, 2, 3 away from completing it, and then I think for the last one the middle fills up. For the last one the middle fills up. Anyway, let's go into duels. Yeah, I've been using the Sub-Tier Ninja to try to get the fusions. I haven't been able to get it yet, but I feel like this is my best hope, since that one ninja guy has a quick effect fusion to it. I mean, definitely my sprites aren't really going to help me. Probably what I could do, I could just get rid of the Pod Prosperity to put in a third copy of him. Yeah, this allows me to do a fusion, so it works out there too. I'm not sure if Predaplant actually, like, maybe even having Predaplant would be good. I think Predaplant gives you a fusion. Forget how Verde Anaconda works. I think Verde Anaconda does actually. Yeah, no, that makes sense because like because otherwise it wouldn't really work as well with the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, because otherwise Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer wouldn't be able to spell summon out afterwards, self out afterwards. But I'm still just gonna do it this way, and eventually I'll get the 3. I just haven't gotten it yet, but hopefully I get it pretty soon. Maybe not the best way to get the Exceed summons, but of course that will be Sprite Live Twins, will be easy there. And then for Synchro summons, I was thinking the Bestial deck that I have. I'll just take out the Pod of Extravagance. What's nice about the Bestials is they can kind of already count as like ways of like disrupting their opponent without really needing the hand traps. So I probably will put in the hand traps too. Find cards I take out for them. There's the Hidden City. Got the Quick Effect Fusion too. Yeah, I do have a few hand traps. Unfortunately, I didn't draw any of them. This is like kind of the modified deck that has the Ash Blossom and the Max C and the Infinite. But unfortunately, I didn't draw any of them. I could add in a few more hand traps, but kind of already tight as is. Tunes. Okay. This is a weird deck. Oh, I like how the coin has a red outline on the heads now. That's new. That's a little bit of an update. I never noticed that before. It's unfortunate that not more people play coin base effects. So you don't see that very often. But yeah, let me know if you knew about that before I did there. I'm not sure when they made the change to that coin. Oh, my opponent's using a self-burn deck? Well, this could be nice because now it just make it easy for me to do the fusion summoning. As long as my opponent just doesn't concede. Hopefully my opponent just doesn't concede. It seems like they're not going to because they want to lose via burn damage. Maybe to get some missions completed. I could do Hidden City here, but I get to special summon a ninja with this. That's not bad. I think I will. And then by special summoning the Hanzo, I get to add a ninja. Or is this self-burn? Oh, depending on how many self-burn cards my opponent has, I may not even be able to pull off the fusion summon. Okay, well that's not too bad when it's removed from the field. I want to at least get one fusion, though, because it's not super easy with this deck. But I don't really have a lot of decks that fusion summon. I just thought, like, since I have this deck, I might as well make it easy on myself. Not even extra deck. Oh yeah. So if my only one. So I'm gonna special summon the Hanzo here. Oh, it special summons in. And some of these you kind of have to be careful of because sometimes it's either special summon in face down position or face up. So you want to make sure to have it face up if you want the effect right away. Ooh, actually Kogero isn't bad because then I get to special summon the Tabari from my graveyard. Or I can just honestly just special summon this. Oh wait, no. The one that special summons. Oh, returns the hand, but I think I'm just gonna do the Kogero. Yeah. And then with the Kogero, I'll go ahead and bring out the Tabari from my graveyard. Oh, it special summons in face down position. Ooh. Dang. Okay, Ninja Grandmaster seems good. Oh, hey, Funny Shorts, and you're new to the wanna duel? Sure, I can duel you. Got a few decks. Do you wanna duel me against one of my better decks or one of my more casual decks? I think I'm just gonna do the ninjutsu of duplication here. Roll me at your best. Okay. I need to get done with this. I think I am gonna take... Yeah, no, this is actually fine. Use whatever is best. Okay, I can use my best deck then. And then with this one, I can just destroy the trap. I'll banish this, I guess. Banish the trap here. Oh, I forgot it did burn. Maybe I should use a deck that just fusion summons real easily. I could just... Sub-tiers can pretty easily go into Verde. Or I could just play Verde in my sub-tier ninja deck. Oh, there's the third one, so now I only have 2 more to go. See, it's super easy. Like, I'm pretty sure I just did 3 duels to get 3 chains here. So you don't need to make it complicated. They make it way too complicated in the instructions. I guess this way I'll find out if I can get it from more friendlies, but... Apparently you can get it from Duel Room. But I usually just like to focus on the ranked duels for the missions. Okay. Do you want to just do standard duel time? Because, like, I don't really need to do very long because I'm pretty familiar with the deck I'll be using. Maybe we'll just do very long just in case. Yeah, just in case. So how do you want to, do you want to, like, put up something, or maybe, like, maybe turn down the brightness on the screen so you don't see, like, what plays I'm making from my hand? Oh, yeah, the room ID. There it is. 952506. And then I won't, like, say what's in my hand, so you won't be able to, like, hear it that way. Yeah. I'll try to keep my commentary for this, a little bit more generic. So I'll play this. Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry, hold on. I don't think that's you. I'm just gonna cancel. Are you Vape? You're not Vapor 22, right? Is that your name, Vapor 22? I just want to make sure I got in with the right, against the right opponent. Okay, so you're neither one. Okay, then I'll just... Okay. Good. Wow, that was a close one. I almost made that... I think I made that mistake with the last time I did this. That was against Kaizan Muzaki, I think was his name. Or was it Muzaki Kaizan? Something like that. But yeah, now I'm more used to this. So this is one of my stronger decks. But it's I don't tend to play like really complicated decks though. I tend to like playing like a little bit more easier to understand type decks. I don't play a lot of pendulum decks. Here we go. I'm surprised people are saying this deck is confusing. I don't think it's that confusing. Maybe it's just when it's combined with the runics. Took me a second to figure out what the best lineup, but not that hard. Once you figure it out. Just gonna do this then. Okay, here we go. Of course, I'm trying to get the gigantic out early so that I can stop any potential Nibiru's. That's one of the pros about playing the live twin version of this deck, is that you don't really have to rely on the sprite. The sprite link that sends a level 2 to the graveyard. Yeah, that actually seems good. There's a blue effect. And then what you grab on Jet, I think, is more up to preference. If it's between Smashers or Double Cross, but I usually like grabbing Double Cross. I just think that's such a fun trap. Okay, so now I can go for the elf here. And then elf grabs the going in alphabetical order is how I like to remember this. Kisiko first. Then the link now. Oh. Yeah, okay. We'll yeah, and it might also be worth playing a few what I've been doing, playing a few fiends in the X deck, just because you aren't locked out of the X deck as much that way. But typically I pretty much focus on bringing out, typically by this point I don't really need to bring out anything else from the X deck. Of course, my order might change a little bit if there's actually a card on the field I would want to destroy. Usually going first, the draw is better. And now I have myself ready for quick effect destruction still. I might as well do this too then. So now I have both of the gates out. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Drytrons. Yeah, I probably should. Oh yeah, that seems good. Yeah. I might as well. Another Drytron, special summon it, and then that does oh cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I should then. Wait, what? Oh, I'm locked into... Wait, how did I lock? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's... That stinks. Whatever. I guess I can just do this instead then. Oh. Whatever. F. That stinks a little bit. That might be okay though. Oh, accept itself, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Whatever, it's fine. Should be alright. Maybe. That's... And now let's see how many missions I got done after this. Just want to know how close I am. What time is it? It's not too bad. Okay, that'd be fine. Ritual summon, okay. Those two. Okay. And that's fine. Yeah, probably. Actually, yeah, I might as well. Yeah, this seems good. Oh, go ahead and do that. Okay. So that's nice. Negate and destroy. I mean, I might as well. Okay. Now the nice thing is that nah, I don't think it matters. I'll just do like this. In case anyone is still wondering, yes, I do play the Fog Engine this deck also. No, not everyone does, but I like to play it. One of the reasons I like this deck. Unfortunately, it's not very good at fusion or sync summoning, so sometimes I need to play some of the other decks for stuff like that. Yeah, might as well. And another thing that not everyone plays, but I just think is like too good not to include, is the Gamma Burst here. Of course, with the Mosquito, it might make it a little redundant, but like if your opponent doesn't have any monsters, it still serves a use in that case. I think this would have been game with or without the Gamma Burst, but sometimes you just need it, I feel. Especially with this deck, like, where it's so easy to get rid of, like, basically every card. Sometimes you want the Gamma Burst as backup. And there it is. There's the friendship chain. I got the... Wait, did I just... Oh, I guess the green wasn't complete all the way. Yeah. Hey, Funny Shorts, did you also get, a friendship chain as well? Didn't know Sprite was that broken. Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of different ways you can play it. Oh, looks like I also got the orange. Yeah, I don't know if it's like guaranteed or not. Like I've been getting it every duel, so it's nice that it also works in duel room. You finish it, yeah, it's super easy. Like the way Konami explains it, they make it sound like it's so hard to complete, but it's really not. Like you can even just do duel rooms a bunch of time. I'm not sure if you can play duel room against the same person, but there's a lot of the times, at least for me, where like a random person just happens to show up anyway. I got one duel done, so wow, still have a lot to complete here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to get one more done. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could just play the Verde. Just make it a bit easier. Maybe I will. Pretty sure they should still allow it. I just don't know what I would get rid of. Actually, I don't really have any good fusion type decks. Yeah, I guess I'll just play Verde then. And then I pretty much guarantee myself one fusion summon every time. I guess I'll just have to get rid of a couple of cards, so it's not gonna be anything too bad. I could get rid of a Tabai. One Tabai. Hanzo I think is too good. Could probably get rid of maybe one Mitsu though. And I think you need to get rid of 3 cards, so it's not anything too drastic. And then the X deck should be pretty easy. Probably just get rid of one each of these. Or maybe even just a Blade Armor plus one of the Maizen. I don't think I go into him as often. I think the final battle is really good though. Maybe -1 maxi, I don't know. And then there, I'll go into Verde engine. That's pretty much a guaranteed fusion. It's really easy to go into even on the first turn. So I'll get rid of one of these guys. And then also the Blade Armor. Nah. Yeah, not everyone even uses Blade Armor. So, let's just make it easier. Phoenix Enforcer. Just to make it easier to get that fusion mission complete for the test. Whatever that's called. Okay, now I can play the Fusion Destiny. I thought they did ban the Verde, but I guess it's still around. So that's pretty cool. So I guess if you have nothing else, you could always just play this to get easy fusion summons for whenever you need to do that. It's not fast, like it's basically one guarantee, one per duel for the most part, but at least it's easy. So, Destiny Hero. Probably doesn't matter which ones I pick. Some people like to do 2 malicious, which is probably the way. Then I have to get rid of 1 card here. Or I guess I could just keep it. Just play 41. That should be fine. I could technically play 42 and should still be fine most of the time. Yeah, I'll do that. Technically, I don't think I even really need to play the Subterra Cave Clash. I think I will get rid of that. Now I'm back down to 41 there. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. There we go, back down to 40. Maybe a little risky not playing 3 maxis, but I know not everyone plays 3. And I pretty much just need this for making sure I can eventually get the Fusion Summon mission done. The Fusion Summon 3 times, which isn't too hard. And hopefully I can get even like 2 this duel, maybe 1 the next. There we go, there's a to buy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Wow. Yeah, no, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. I'll just summon the Tabai. Set. And I wonder if I should just set both. Might be a little risky if they play Hoppy's Feather Duster though, so I don't think so. I'll just have to hope. As long as they don't have Hoppy's Feather Duster, I should be pretty good. And this card can get me the other ninja. Pacifist. Haven't seen this one for a while. Oh yeah, that's right. I also can use ones for my hand. I forgot I could use them for my hand. But I might as well do the art notebook here. Technically I can just banish that, but... If your opponent activates a card effect and you control no tokens, that's fine. Guess that's fine. Not sure how useful the Maizen will be. Fortunately I won't be able to activate the traps this turn. I'll just go for... Is this... Oh, I think this is the one that changes something to defense position. Yeah, so that's fine. Oh wait, can this change it to face up? Yes, it can. Oh wait, no, it can't. Yes, it can. So, think about it that way. So when I think about it that way, I could technically just do the Geo. Or something. I don't know how many monster effects they're gonna be having in Pacifist or Phantasm Spiral, but Geo is probably still useful. I think I'm gonna go with Geo. Okay. Are they just sending a bunch? That's fine. At least this is good. Finally got a fusion here. I'll go for Yoga. Go for this. Then this one. Cool. Put in the fence. And then only can banish one. There's that. Change it to face up. Yeah, luckily I can still activate Yoga Mo if I put in face down position. I'll just do it like this. Ooh, I don't know. Guess I banished this one. Banish this, I guess. And now I can still activate this. Cool. Change the bow position of this card. I want to make sure it's in face down position. Or maybe it's on. Yeah, see. Sometimes you need to pay attention to stuff like that. And now I'll be able to flip it up again and banish another card, which is pretty nice. Banish the Spiral Battle. That's not bad. Yeah, see? And it's good that I'm banishing them because this is one of those archetypes that have graveyard effects on traps. Okay. There's the Spiral Power. Adding that. That's not bad. And of course, the tokens that count as normals. So the second effect fuels the first. Not sending it. Oh yeah, because it can be activated from hand. Unfortunately, the tokens can't go into face down offense. Ooh, there's a Fusion Destiny, so that's my second Fusion Summon. Cool. Doesn't even matter if I draw it. So I might as well go for the banishing something first. I'm gonna... Oh. I think I'm gonna banish this one then. Guess I'll banish that card. Okay. Cool. Successor Soul. I guess my opponent is running effects. Huh. Okay, so now I can go for the Ninjutsu Art Notebook. Now I'll be able to actually get 2 cards because I just can grab the ninja from the grave, which will allow me to grab a ninjutsu art from my deck. That'll actually allow me to add back a card to my hand. Ooh, this one will allow me to special summon one of my banished ninjas. That's not too bad, but... Yeah, maybe I'll go with the ninjutsu arts, actually. That does seem pretty good. Forget if it allows me to activate right away or not. Yeah, it does. That's good. And unfortunately, these kinds of fusion summons don't actually allow me to count that as a fusion summon, unfortunately. You have attack directly with them. With my ninjas if I do that, but... Oh yeah, this one also allows me to store stuff. While this monster is face up on the field. I don't know if it does actually allow me to... When your opponent activates a card effect. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just gonna do the Fusion Destiny here. I just want to try to get another Fusion Summon. Okay, fine, you can destroy that. Okay. Use those two. Destroy a Phoenix Enforcer. Cool. Now just... It loses... Okay, that's fine. Loses attack, that's not too bad. I think it's just until the end phase. Yeah, until the end, the turn. What is this graveyard effect I have? Oh yeah, those. Can I just get game here? I don't know. No. Yeah, I don't think so. Come on. No, I'm just gonna go. Come on. Did my opponent have something? Maybe I'll just do off so that I can get through the attacks quicker. I think my opponent does have an effect that they can technically activate, but... There we go. Okay, I'll just end. So now I have the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer turned on again. Oh, is it evenly matched? No? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm... Nah, I probably shouldn't. Okay. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I probably should have still done the Destroyer effect. Whatever, it's fine. All these things work. If Umion's on the field, oh, so if I get rid of this card, they can't activate cards from the hand. Okay. Well, that's good. Aw, man, I didn't get a good look at that card. I think I should be able to get one more fusion summon with this stool. I think I'm gonna try going for it just to get over with. Yeah, seems good. So now I can just special summon this back. I'm just gonna get rid of the field spell then. Yeah, let's just get rid of the field spell. Yeah, pretty much has to chain that. But I have another way to get rid of it, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's just go for this again. I think I want to... Just so I can, like, keep the Tabari. Guess I can banish this one. Banish the field spell. Good. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this. Actually, no, this is fine. So I'll go ahead and... I think I need this one. Oh, wait. No, I think that's good. Cool. Go for that. Yes, yeah, I was supposed to do the malicious first. Oh well. Still just gonna do this one. Not that big of a deal though. Okay. And I can go into cross sheet now. Okay, I'm just gonna end. Okay. Still be able to go into my Zan. Please. Yeah, having this engine isn't too bad either. Anyway, the Verdanacon engine. Each player can only control one. Yeah, let's go for this. Oh, please don't concede. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll just do it. I just want to do it. I just want to make sure my opponent doesn't concede. There's a Maizen. And just use these two. Cool. And there's the cross sheep effect. Level 4 lower. So I guess I pretty much have to go for this one. Okay, good. Looks promising. Oh wait, the Maizen is just card or effect, so it doesn't matter if it's like from an effect monster or not. That's nice. So now I'll just bring back this Destroyer Things Enforcer now. Okay, so now I'm good. So now I can just go into... I'm just going to battle now. Okay, cool. So that finishes off the fusion. So now all I have left are Sync and Exceed. I think that's a little easier. I could even just play Melfi Sprites to get the Synco done, but I think it'd be easier just to use the Bestial deck. Maybe change it up a little bit. Yeah, see, it looks like it's already complete right there. There's a card case. Okay. Yep, and it's already complete. Got the Royal Finish card. Man. Man, Konami making it way too confusing for their own good. That's kind of like someone trying to like explain something that should be easy to understand, but they explain it using rocket science, and so it's like, man, I really don't understand. And then you just go home and you look it up, and it's like super easy. And then it's like, man, if he would just explain like that, like think of something super easy, like 2 + 2 = 4, and then someone explains to you like science behind it. And then it's like, come on, you should have just told me that. It shouldn't be that complicated, and it's really not. Because they explain it, you're like, man, this is too complicated. See, I already finished it. And look at how the way Konami explains it here. I'm going to show it one more time, just because this is ridiculous. First, get your hands on a friendship chain. You gotta visit the Tokyo Dome, or you gotta duel with a duelist that possesses a friendship chain of friendship. That's so confusing. And they're talking about going to a place in Tokyo too. Like, come on, like, I mean, I know you want to bring attention to that, but Just say duel and rank duels or duel room and should be able to get done. Just say that. Just say it like that. Come on. Whatever. Tokyo Dome ticket lottery is over. I mean, maybe you get a little bit of you could have gotten a little bit of extra stuff from actually visiting the Tokyo Dome besides just this, but yep, got all the awards now, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, once again, you only get one of these cards. I don't know if there's a way to... You might be able to craft more, but, I mean, not like it's really that worth it. Anyway, got enough missions done for today. 3, 4, I'm down to 4, so that's good. Okay, so I'll put the outro with the packs now, so I'm just gonna say, what, 2 hours and... Or maybe I can go over the verse. I think I'm just gonna do the, save the goose... Actually, that's actually not too bad. I think I'll go through the Goosebumps real quick, too. I remember exactly which one it is, too, so I don't need to look it up. It's be careful what you wish for. So 2 hours 22 minutes. I'll say end of stream. I'll just say end of stream. Maybe I can do wrap up, end of stream wrap up. So I'll say Goosebumps. I'll just lump them all together. And if someone doesn't like that, they can let me know, but I'll just lump these all together. Oh yeah, by the way, you can also, besides just supporting my channel directly, you can also support me through the impact links, the impact affiliate links I put down. Remember, if you want a chance to give your part into saying which stream you want me to do for the Twitch, you can feel free to vote. I have it pinned, the games that you can vote on. You could even give me suggestions on other games, maybe. I don't know, I already pretty much have the list. I don't think I really need that. But maybe other games that maybe could be good potential buys. I'm not sure if I'm going to follow that, but... And it pretty much is just limited to PlayStation 4 games for now. So end of stream wrap up, Goosebumps, Bible verse, packs, and then that's pretty much it. And I'll just say 2 hours. I guess I can start at 2 hours 25 just to make it a little bit more even, since it's close enough to there anyway. Yeah, I got my gift box, so I really like that they separate out the Duel Live once again. Not there might be a few people who don't like it. Kind of liked when you just clicked on the Duel Live. Oh yeah, and there's a maintenance notice for those who are wondering. So just make sure that anything you have that's important, which I don't think should be that big of a deal this time, but maybe just get it done before then, so that you don't run into the maintenance problem. I think that happened to me once, but usually that's not really much of a problem for me. I think I collected all the Duel Pass. Yeah, I collected all the Duel Pass stuff, so it's one that should be coming again pretty soon, and it's always worth getting the gold Duel Pass. So okay, so here's the next timestamp. Close enough. Okay, so first I'll do Goosebumps. I'll just do in order of what I said. So I'll do the Goosebumps first. So the Goosebumps, for those that may not know exactly what I'm doing here with this, I just take the book, which there was in this case. There's always a book, but there's not always a TV adaptation to it. But in this case, there is. In this case, it's kind of interesting, the differences that they both have. So, I'm gonna go over similarities first between the two. So, once again, like, as always, like, it makes sense. Like, the plot is pretty much the same. A lot of the main character traits are gonna be pretty much the same. I think that's probably gonna be almost always true. She was also on the basketball team, too, so that was pretty much the same. So, a lot of that. But I think, like, those are kind of obvious similarities that, like, it makes sense that those are similarities. Some of them may be less obvious similarities, like, were, like, she still got the people to disappear, but it was in different ways. So I'll go over that a little bit more detail when I go over the differences. Some other similarities. I don't know. I don't know if there's any, like, too many ones to point out that, like, you may not have thought of. I mean, the, like, ending wish, like, the wishes were almost the same. Like, at least the wishes that the main character made. Some of the wishes might not have technically been the same, but, like, yeah, like, they were pretty spot on for at least the main character. Yeah, so that was another similarity. I'll just go over the differences. The differences, I think, are a little bit more interesting. So a few of the differences. I kind of wish, like, they would have explained a little bit better, like, why, what the main character was doing on the team, because it was like, you're, like, in the TV adaptation, everyone explained, and you're like, why is she on the team if she's this bad? And then they explain the book, and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But, I mean, I guess they expect it to be obvious, because she's tall, and so they allude to that a little bit, allude to the reason a little bit, but I don't feel like it was very well detailed. I feel like that's a lot of the times, like, just like, they leave out details I feel like matter a little bit. And I feel like a lot of people, like, can just assume the answer, but and then sometimes it's like nicknames, like, why are they nicknamed that? Like, it may not be, like, obvious to everyone. And then the book, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense why they're nicknamed that. Or, like, maybe why are they acting like this? They may sometimes explain stuff like that in the book. So, like, the detail stuff, I think that's true of a lot of books a lot of the time. I mean, they can afford to go into more details. But yeah, that's always slightly annoying. Though I did like that the final wish, not any that the main character made, but the final wish of the character, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but, like, I'm just gonna say, like, in the TV version, it really, the wish made it go poorly for the rival of the main character, but in the book, it was a poor wish, that affected the, main character really badly. Although, I'm not sure, and it seems really bad, but honestly, I'm not sure if, like, they would even be able to really tell all that much. Like, at least in the TV adaptation, like, she probably wouldn't have any feelings at all, but in the book, like, I don't know, like, she was still, like, like, the main character, what was the main character's name again? I forget. Sabrina, was it? No, I think that was the other character. Samantha. Yeah, no, it was Samantha. Yeah. Yeah, Samantha was her first name. So yeah, Samantha, she still had like human thoughts at the end. Maybe that eventually went away. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny how they and cool changing it up a little bit that way. Not always like that. Sometimes the endings are pretty much spot on, but there are other times when like they're almost the same, and then there are other times where like depending on the book or the TV, it kind of, I don't think like it really happens a lot where like it's changed so drastically where it's either it's bad for the main character or it's bad for the rival. Like I think that was kind of unique in that regard. Some of the differences though, I don't really know. I think that was the main oh yeah, another difference that I noticed is that she was basically kind of given the wishes real easily in the TV adaptation. Like gave the necklace, like she didn't really have to give up anything because she got the necklace right back anyway, and she probably didn't care very much anyway, but like she didn't really have to give up anything. But she kind of had to give up a little bit extra time, like, because she had to go out of her way. I think it might have even been in the rain, too, which kind of, which kind of adds to it. But yeah, definitely had to, like, go out of her way in order to get to the wishes, like, walking. Because she actually was a navigator. Like that's how she gained the wishes, because it was like an actual thank you. I mean, I guess technically giving her the thing, like, and then getting it back, like the fact that she did give it to her. But still, like that was like a really easy way to get wishes. Like it was much harder for her in the book. So that was a little bit of a difference too. And I don't know if she was actually given anything in the book. I think the lady just came to every time. Which, I mean, if the lady was just gonna come to every time in the TV adaptation anyway, like why did she need to have the necklace in her possession? Oh well, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, those are some of the key similarities and differences, I would say. My review for the Goosebumps, which one did I like better? I thought they were both good. I guess I kind of liked the way she like had to put in a little bit of work for the wishes, which maybe made her a little bit of grateful to get wishes in the book. Maybe making them feel a little bit more significant that way. That was good. But like I like that there was different endings, like kind of like drastically changing basically which character won in the end. Like which character in the rivalry won in the end. So that was cool. Okay, yeah, if anyone else wants to say anything about the Goosebumps, you can feel free. We can like even start a discussion in comments if you want. But in any case, just to give a heads up, the next Goosebumps book for next week that will either be I'll either be talking about on Monday or Friday. It is, hold on, let me find it. Here it is. Which one is it? Oh, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. I guess if you want my opinion on which book I like the most so far, or maybe I should say which one is the best overall after I get done with the 64 original. Maybe I'll just wait until then. This was, I like the books that like have like I always like books where like it's about wishing. I think that's kind of a cool concept. So yeah, I'll talk about the Bible verse now. So if anyone has done any thinking about that, like maybe like you have your own ideas in mind for this verse, but I'll give you mine now. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Psalms 121:2, New International Version. And then this time the picture gives pretty much the same words as the actual verse, so not much of a difference. Pretty much just taking out the maker and just putting like maker instead. Anyway, my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. It's basically saying why he's so significant, and also like, yeah, so like, and because of that significance, it's pretty significant that when you do want to get help from Jesus, because of his significance, it's cool that we can like use that kind of significance and get help from that kind of source. Since he is the maker of heaven and earth, then he would know about a lot of earthly things that's going on. That's basically one way to like be able to tell that. So yeah, just a little bit of my thoughts. And now I'm gonna go through packs. But of course, if anyone wants me to explain it a little bit better, I know sometimes I'm a little bit too quick on like talking about the verse. I can always go into more details in the comments when I'm not like trying to rush to because it's like getting kind of about to become past lunchtime. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 10 tickets today. Ooh, Legendary Knight Amos. It's kind of a cool card. Too bad I already had over 3 of it. This is actually new. Oh, so here's another Dogmatica card. I do have... Wow, I didn't really get a lot of like... This and this are the only ones I didn't have 3 of yet. Actually... No, I shouldn't say that, because also these other ones that say ×3, I just got a playset of. So actually, it is quite a few. I still remember Mystical Moon from the whole... Not actually... Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go on and say which one I like the most. Out of the ones that I had less than 3 of. That one's kind of cool, turning stuff into tuners if you want another way to sync summon. This might be kind of nice, honestly, if you don't really have a lot of good tuners. Maybe just play this, and then now suddenly you can go into synchro summons. Just to get the synchro summon, like, if you're stuck on some kind of sync summoning mission, this could be an easy way to get it done. So I'm gonna say this is good for that reason. This could be nice for searching a Blackwing. You just gotta get rid of a Blackwing. And with all this special summoning that you do, that might not be as bad as you think. But like, I just feel like Blackwings already have a lot of ways to search anyway, so probably not that big of a deal. Pretty much any of the ignites can be nice. Like, I think they're all pretty useful. I think most of them are all pretty useful. I think a lot of them can pretty much do a lot of the same things, like adding more ignites or other fire warriors if you have more than just ignites. So that's not a bad pickup either. I mean, I know I could just craft a lot of these, but then we get a ton of like more expensive cards that are hard to craft. So anyway, I'm just gonna give it up to those three. Mostly the Light Wave and the Ignite Veteran, I think. Yeah. So, but I guess calling a little bit of attention on this just because it's new. Anyway, if anyone has his own favorite card from this pack, you can let me know, or any trivia, or anything else to do with this pack opening, or even if you want to talk about one of your favorite pack openings, like maybe you could like even like put that down in the comments, or if you have any final thoughts, you can put them down the stream here, but I'm gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. Maybe I'll just end it at 2:45. I'll give people until 2:45 to maybe, like, if they want to leave any of their final thoughts once the elapsed time says 2:45. And then maybe, like, as I'm waiting, maybe I can start getting some of my lunch together. I'll be sure to read any last thoughts. Yeah, of course. Funny Shorts saying, didn't know Sprite was that broken. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about that, but yeah. There's a bunch of different ways to play Sprites, like Live Twins, Runic, because pretty much anything that gives you easy access to level 2, there's even the Gishki sprites. Runic may not be as good here because like there's a lot of hits compared to the TCG and OCG. But it might still be like, maybe if you combine Runic with something else besides just sprites. Because sprites did get hit a little bit as well. But it's still pretty good. Oh yeah, there's... Okay, I know what to get. I'll just have something easy this time. Okay. Yeah, I'll just get something easy. Anyone give any final thoughts? There's still a little bit of time. Yeah, this controller seems to be working well. Hopefully you all... Oh, I didn't check the volume. But it seems like people are able to hear me well enough. So, looks like I did get a good controller here. So, I'm really happy about that. Of course, even if I didn't, I could always just return it for a full refund. They were saying if I wanted to wait until like they got to be a little bit better, I could have given them $10. And then they would have held on to the controller for me. I don't really want to do that. I don't know about like if I really trust stuff like that or not, because sometimes things can happen, and I kind of just want to make sure I did end up getting the controller. I'm not sure if that's because they were kind of I think they were more of a smaller business too, so maybe you can let me know if you think like you would trust a smaller business with stuff like that or not. I mean, I guess I was also trusting that, like, if I need to send it back. But at least with the $20, I was still getting something. And I think it's still better than, like, trusting a garage sale, like, with returns. That would probably be really risky. So yeah, you can let me know if you would trust a small business to like just give them money for like just the mere mention of like holding. Yes, So I was weighing, I wasn't sure if I should do it or not. The reason why the reason why that was even brought up is because they were only accepting cash, and we kind of like dealing with credit cards. So, not the most ideal situation. But maybe next time I could handle it a little bit differently. I don't know. Someone can always let me know if like you think it's better to just get the product like right away, like from a small business, or like if you would even trust with the holding thing. Like if it's different, like giving them money for like holding versus like giving them money for the product and then maybe sending it back a little bit later with the hopes that they'll still be there for the money return. I mean, I guess there's things like they could have maybe forgotten, and then, or, I mean, versus like if you're just like doing the whole return thing, like there's pretty much no way they would run out of that $10 or $20 to give back. So it's a little bit less risky, but yeah, you can let me know what you think. Anyway, it's past 2:45. My bad. Okay, well. Bye everyone, and remember I'll be doing another live stream on Friday. It'll be more of the Mayakashi solo mode. Bye everyone. It'll just be the second and final part before I eventually do the My Deck duels for that, but the My Deck duels will be a little bit since I have to go through the My Deck duels of all the other solo mode gates first. Since I'm pretty much doing those oldest to newest. Bye. Oh yeah, and remember, if anyone wants to come check out my Twitch stream, it'll be on Wednesday. You can even check it out even if you're not, even if you don't actually have an account. You just can't like chat or follow me. So maybe if you like what I'm doing, maybe you could consider getting a Twitch account later on. And so that you can follow me. You can even do that even when I'm offline. And then maybe on Friday I can check to see if anyone like supported me on Impact yet. With the TCG player link or affiliate link. Maybe I'll eventually include the video game affiliate link. I just need to really check out that Keepon website at some point. Bye everyone.